Most toxic woman ever.
Will you marry me?
Just jumped off.
Mary Jane!
I already expressed my love for Spider-Man in my previous video, but what I didn't tell y'all is there's one character from the Spider-Verse that I absolutely despise, solely because of how much they put Peter Parker through. It's not any diabolical evildoers like Green Goblin, Carnage, or worst of all, The Wall, but possibly worse, Mary Jane Watson from the 2002 Spider-Man movie. You're probably wondering why? What did she do that could be so bad? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm going to go through every toxic and manipulative thing she did to Peter Parker. And not just him either, but all the men she was with. And by the end of this video, you'll finally understand why she's the most toxic woman ever.
Treat me like white teeth, don't get me dirty. Love on me.
Oh boy, yeah.
First, I'm gonna start it off with the original Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 1. You would expect this, being the first movie, for it to be a little more calm, but no. She's a bad person. So first thing we see from her is that she stops the bus for Peter. You know, very nice act, you know, selfless act. And you realize she's dating the bully. And that pretty much negates any act of kindness she does for Peter or anybody else who gets bullied by him. And it's
Ow, that's not her fault.
Oh, maybe she doesn't
know. If he's
know.
a bitch, he's a bitch.
No, she knows. He does it right in front of her, and she doesn't care. You think a little, Flash, stop. It's gonna do anything? Then after Peter gets his powers, we find out.
What is she supposed to do? Break up with him because he's getting bullied? Like, it's not her fault.
She doesn't have the best of dad, so makes total sense now. And Peter, being the good guy that he is, you know, he just tries to chop it up with her to cheer her up a little. And
bro, they're too grown to be in high school, bro.
It was working too. I mean, look at the face. You could tell she was falling in love.
I gotta go.
Or not. And eventually she breaks up with Flash on graduation day of too, which is like, yo, that's ruthless. That's like equivalent to telling your grandma she has cancer on her birthday. That's foul. But I can't lie, it's not the worst thing she's even done yet. Because then she gets with Peter's best friend Harry. But him getting with MJ was probably the worst decision he made. She does not care about him at all. So first thing she does is let Peter know.
Nah, like what are you thinking in this moment?
Not care.
She's turned her face
at all. So first thing
you gotta be so embarrassed,
Peter know that she's dating his best friend, and then she tells Peter we should go out for lunch sometime. Don't tell Harry.
What?
Okay, kind of really sus.
I don't remember that.
It's not cheap. I don't think people realize how messed up.
That was in that movie? What the fuck? Yo, wet t-shirt is crazy.
Okay, so one, she doesn't know the dude, so she doesn't know it's Peter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't know that was Peter right then, and she just kissed him just because.
So as a viewer, you shouldn't feel happy for Peter. She thinks she's kissing some other dude. Two, she's cheating on Harry.
Nah,
and
she
three,
going around.
She doesn't know the dude. Again, that's nasty. And this is all to say thank you because he saved her once. You're telling me the homeless dude I gave money?
Like, if she's gonna do that just because he saved her once, what is she gonna do for
yesterday should be trying to make out with me just because I gave him $1? And the worst part about this is that right before this, she was still flirting with Peter, so it seemed like she was gonna cheat regardless. Peter asked how her and Harry were doing. She said, why so interested? Like, and the most messed up part is there is not an ounce of remorse in her face. We don't get to see her reflecting on her actions. If anything, she's open about
her hair is annoying as fuck, bro. Her shit is bright red.
Of remorse in her face. We don't get to see her reflecting on her actions. If
she don't
anything,
look that
she's
bad,
open
but her
about how much she loves Spider-Man. She was on the phone with Harry talking about,
he's just incredible. So incredible. But anyways, I gotta go to bed.
Red flag.
Bed bugs.
Banged it on him too?
like Harry did not catch a break. Next thing that happened is that he walked in on Peter pretty much risen up his girl. And again, I gotta backtrack. Mary Jane came talking to Peter, who she knows for sure at this point. If she doesn't know, she's just who she knows for sure likes her. She came to him to talk about how much she loves Spider-Man while still dating Harry. And look how happy she is to talk about this. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm glad Goblin kidnapped her because she deserved at least a little bit of bad karma for this. I don't even know how she survived this whole situation. Her forearm strength must be
oh my
insane.
god,
Look
what
at
the
that
fuck?
catch. Look at it. And then by the end of the first movie, when her and Harry are broken up, she decides the best place for her to confess her feelings to Peter is at Harry.
Wait, who died?
When her and Harry are broken up, she decides the best place for her to confess her feelings to Peter is at Harry's dad's funeral. Wow. Standing ovation.
And they kissed? Yo, nah. She's the worst, bro. What the fuck?
We're off to an amazing start.
Not only you getting passed around kissing random people just because you curved Harry the one time. What the fuck? But you gave it up to him real quick?
Oh, please.
that bitch
So
is
at the end of the first
insane,
movie,
bro.
after Mary Jane confessed her feelings to Peter, he pretty much told her, I gotta do my own thing since I'm Spider-Man, but you don't know that, so I just gotta do my own thing. So the first time we see her is at Peter's birthday party with her, Harry, and Peter, which is like probably so awkward. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
What
And
is
Mary
that?
Jane starts this movie off.
That is not Mary Jane. What the fuck happened to her?
Which is like probably so awkward. I don't
Wait,
think
Harry's still alive? I
I'd be
thought
able to do
we.
it. And Mary Jane starts this movie off hot. I cannot hold you. This is the most toxic she's ever been. So first thing she does is go up to Peter and try forcing him to confess that he loves her. She was busting out all the stops, the face touch, the eye contact, and she almost got him too. She had my boy Peter
It's the same girl? Nah, she look hella
busting
different.
out all the stops, the face touch, the eye contact, and she almost got him too. She had my boy Peter
Oh, maybe
saying
just the hair. I don't know.
Yeah.
MK Ultra levels of manipulation. But
Kristen
Peter held
Dunst?
it down and didn't say a word. He didn't confess any feeling. And I know this got her tight. Look at her face. And right after, she does one of the most petty things I've ever seen in cinema history. She immediately walks away and says, by the way, I'm seeing somebody. And just sits there and waits for my boy Peter's reaction. Do you know how by the way, I'm seeing somebody, and just sits there and waits for my boy Peter's
that's
reaction.
crazy.
Do you know how messed up that is? Like, let that happen to me. I might just.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
So in this movie, Mary Jane's an actress, so you know she has plays and stuff, and she really
What?
wanted Peter to go to hers. But you know, Spider-Man stuff comes up, and Peter wasn't able to make it. And MJ, well,
Damn.
she took this to the heart, because next time she sees Peter, you know what happens? She agrees to get married to the dude just to get back at Peter. You know how messed up this is to Peter and to the guy she's with? He's just an innocent bystander who's
Who's
getting
this
in the
right
way.
now?
Like she's just using the man. There's that scene where she tells him to lay a
Bro,
certain
that's like the sixth guy in like. It's only been a movie and a half.
way
bro.
so she could kiss him and
Jesus.
pretend like she's kissing Spider-Man, pretty much confirming that she's still thinking about Spider-Man and Peter while with this
Bro.
dude.
Like, why does she like Spider-Man so much? Did Spider-Man ever talk to her? Like, all he did was save her the one time, and then kissed.
Then later in the movie,
Must've
she's
been the
telling
best kiss she
Peter
ever
again,
had.
you love me. Just say it. You love me. And when Peter tells her no, she's like, kiss me. Go ahead, kiss
got a
me.
kufi
Mind
on?
you, she's still engaged to the dude. The ring is literally right there. They show
Bruh.
it in the shot. Then she gets
Bruh.
kidnapped again. And after Peter comes to save her and he convinces Doc Ock that he's good again and all this stuff, the whole place starts collapsing on them. And Peter's holding it up by himself, the whole place. And she's under him. And she has the audacity to say, you do love me. Get out the way! And at the end of the movie, after they do all this lovey-dovey,
This bitch.
confess love stuff, she does one of the most messed up
Oh,
things
that's
I've seen in
Peter.
my life. So at this
She
point,
knows
we
Peter.
know the guy she's married to, Jameson, she doesn't love him. We know that. She's in love with Peter. So a normal person would call off the wedding and just get with Peter. But Mary Jane, since she's an actress and she wants to be in this fantasy world where she gets to be dramatic as hell and
She
all this
didn't?
stuff, she waits to the day of their wedding and then just runs away to Peter, probably leaving the dude with years and years. And I'm
Nah, that's trauma right there, bro.
talking years of emotional damage. Like that man is DTB for life. He ain't trusting no one. And by the end of this movie,
This bitch laughing and running away
he
from a
confesses to
wedding.
Peter again, and
That
she pretty
shit
much
is
says they'll be
crazy.
together no matter what. Him being Spider-Man, him being Peter Parker, it doesn't matter. They're gonna get through it all together. And if you watch the third movie, you know that's cap. From a
This
cinematic
shit is
standpoint and from the Mary Jane
crazy, bro.
standpoint, this is probably the worst one. Still my favorite though. So at the beginning of this movie, Mary Jane's still an actress, but now she's like big, like Lizzo, fame-wise. And her and Peter are truly in love now. Like nothing could go wrong. Peter was even ready to get engaged and everything. But then, you know, it's Mary Jane, so nothing could ever be normal in a
Damn, my
relationship.
boy Peter in the trap still? What the fuck? Spider-Man ain't paying the
Engaged and
bills?
everything. But then,
Fuck, I'm seeing fucking holes in the wall, the fucking paint is peeling off and shit.
you know, it's Mary Jane, so nothing could ever be normal in a
Oh, hell
relationship.
no.
She gets fired, which wasn't her fault, okay? That's normal. But normally people
She
who
got
get
fired?
don't start to envy their partner. Because that's exactly what Mary Jane does. She starts to
Bro, you're a fucking actor. Get a new job.
get
some
mad
more
at
roles.
Peter for being Spider-Man. When in the last movie, she literally just accepted that he was Spider-Man and there are things that come with being
Hey,
Spider-Man.
bitch,
So now
bro.
she's jealous? But let me slow down. I'm not gonna act like Mary Jane is all bad because Peter was tweaking in this movie. He really kissed Gwen Stacy in a crowd full of people, knowing his girlfriend is right
Okay,
there.
yeah,
And he
he
just
tweaking.
said bye to her a second ago and he still kissed her in front of everyone. And I thought he would apologize. I honestly did, but he just said, oh, that's just a girl from class. This man is the worst gaslighter on the planet. Mary Jane is still an L though.
What is a
'Cause when she was
gaslighter,
mad
man?
at Peter, she had the audacity to tell him that's our kiss. When she was doing the same thing in the last movie with her fiance. Mary Jane eventually actually forgives Peter, not being petty at all. She comes to him saying she wants to be there for him and she knows he made a mistake and she forgives him. And like I said, Peter was tweaking this movie. He literally hits her with a, okay, I don't need your help. And since Peter was being so rude to Mary Jane, she thought that the only way to get back at him was to go back to her old ways. So she cheats on him with Harry.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
I would say I didn't see this coming.
Like, I don't know, I'm the type of person, like, if I know that you, like, were with somebody else and you, like...
But she cheats.
I don't know, bro. Like, it's just immediately turn off.
On someone in every single Spider-Man movie. She is literally 3 for 3. So then now like, Peter comes to apologize to her. This is so toxic. He starts saying he loves her, and she's like, no.
Like, cause I don't expect her to take me back if I cheat. But I'm just saying, like, bro, if like I don't even know like if you got bodies before me, I don't even want to know like who it is, bro. Like that's just like I don't know.
Can't be
like that's the type of shit I'm on. I just hate like I don't even want to think about that shit.
No.
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
I woke up Chris.
But it turns out it was Harry who was behind it all, and he just wanted to demoralize Peter. But she did actually cheat though. That was real. So now to get back at MJ, yo, this back and forth never stops. Peter takes Gwen Stacy to the bar where
I'll never do an E-Day. I think dude got the right mindset. Like, what's the point of doing like an E-Day and shit? Like, if you're not gonna do anything afterwards. Like, I know you can, but it's like that's just for the internet shit. That's entertainment.
Just starts dancing with her. Definitely the most cringe sequence in the movie. Gwen Stacy honestly deserves so much better in every single movie. If it's not her back getting broken or her best friend dying, it's this. And I know I made that Chris Breezy joke a second ago, but Peter actually slaps her.
The money ones? I mean, alien. What the fuck?
He slaps her.
Backhand is crazy in the middle of the crowd. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Eventually, again, Mary Jane gets kidnapped, and again, she saves herself. I'm telling you all that forearm strength. And both of her exes team up to stop the villains. Harry dies, though, so I guess she chose the right one. So the movie ends with Peter and MJ, I guess, forgiving each other or something. I don't know, it's pretty vague. They just kind of hold hands and smile at each other. And I can presume they lived happily ever after. As y'all can see, though, the 2002 MJ is clearly the most toxic woman ever. But it's not just her. All Mary Janes are like this. There's the 1994 MJ. She was crazy. She literally jumped off a building so Peter could prove that he loved her. And then there was that one time she got sent to another dimension and she eventually came back, but it turned out that wasn't her. That was a water clone, which makes sense because the bitch wasn't crazy. The real MJ actually got remarried in the other dimension to a dude named Paul and forgot about Peter Parker. Then there's the new MJ, Zendaya, who I wasn't gonna mention at all, but as I was recording this video,
I don't know if it's like me seeing Zendaya so much, but I feel like Zendaya is like she went from being like top tier to like.
Then there's the new MJ.
Like I'm just looking at her, bro. Like she is not all that.
MJ, Zendaya, who I wasn't gonna mention at all,
she's like a
but
7.
As I was recording this video, the trailer for her new movie came out, and clearly she's the worst one of all. I really thought she was super innocent, but no, she was getting tag teamed in that trailer. Mary Jane being a thought has to be a canon event. My condolences go out to Tom Holland. As I said earlier, though, MJ is the most toxic woman in the universe. My fellas watching this, try to avoid women like this, because even if you give them the world, the second they go to another dimension, they'll leave you for a guy named Paul.
The newest one? What? The newest Spider-Man? They tag team in fucking Mary Jane? Oh, hell no.
And moral of the story?
They got fucking Sandman and fucking... What's it called? Sandman and Dr. Octopus in there. What the fuck?